Yes, we had a full day today for the APOES 3.O. The event was hosted on the Kloud platform, which I represent. So just to introduce myself, I am Carla Wilhelm. I am the marketing director at Kloud. And what Kloud is the interactive meeting and collaboration platform. And I support the go-to-market strategy, communications, and digital market initiatives within Kloud. And then I also have Prince, our director of IT operations, who's joining us today, so he can answer any technical questions as well. So I will go over a highlight of our favorite sessions during the event today. But first, I would like to leave the stage to Dr. Nadia Anwar. Dr. Nadia Anwar is the Associate Professor and Chairperson at the Department of English and Literary Studies at University of Management and Technology, Lahore. She completed her PhD in Nigerian drama from the University of Northampton, UK in 2015. And her principal research lies in the field of post-colonial English literature and Nigerian theater and drama in particular, and adaptation studies, critical discourse analysis, and pragmatics in general. As an active academic and administrative faculty member, she has remained engaged with many academic, research-related, and extracurricular activities during her professional career. She has one research monograph and several research articles on her credit. So, Dr. Nadia, are you here? All right. If Dr. Nadia, she cannot connect yet, what we can do is come back to her highlights after.
Can you hear me, Carla?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Highlights after. Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Am I audible to you?
Yes.
Okay. Just give me a second.
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Am I audible to you?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. I think,
Just give me a second. Am I audible to you? Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. I think,
just give me a second.
Yes.
Much better. I think there is a delay.
So I think we are on to track. Yeah. Okay. Yes. There was an issue with the volume and
Should I just continue? Or are we still waiting for Dr. Nadia? All right, just give us a second. Meanwhile, we hear back from our main speaker.
May continue and then she can join later on.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, so here's a quote that I really like during this presentation, during the presentation today. So every challenge or misfortune has the potential of harboring exceptional lessons. Our job is to uncover and distill such lessons. I believe with the global pandemics that hit us, it was definitely a big challenge for everyone. But everyone had to adapt very quickly, and it led to new discoveries, new technologies being built at a super extra fast pace than before, and we even see universities and schools adopting technologies at a way faster pace than they used to. For me, witnessing that change, it was really impressive, seeing at the pace at which students and teachers and schools all together adapted to this change and embraced online learning has been really inspiring. And especially at Kloud, we do offer new technologies that enable that online education to be more fruitful and more interesting for students. We really enjoy working with schools during this time and getting their feedback and working with them to provide better solutions for online learning.
Right. Carla, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, that's wonderful. I've just, switched my place with another colleague, and I think it's better now.
Yes, much
Uh,
better.
Gee, yes. So should we continue? And thank you. Yes, I wanted to just say my regards to you and greetings to your panel members. But of course, this project is very dear to me because I've been working for it since March 2020, March 2019, in fact. So a few things that I've been noticing this very day, which obviously is the first day of APOS, and we've been, uh, you know, listening to many edtech experts, academics, educationists, and many people who have been important and significant part of uh, this post-pandemic age, and also during the pandemic they did some phenomenal actions that changed the lives of many students and faculty members. So one of the things that I've gleaned out of this day is particularly related to the message, what we have gained by moving on to online classes and then switching back to physical classes now, is that things have changed forever. I would like to quote Lenin here, who said that it takes, for decades, nothing happens, and there are weeks in which decades happen. And I think this is the right time that we think about the post pandemic age as something which is going to actually turn the decades or compress the decades into weeks. Because this is the time when we are going to accumulate all the knowledge that we have acquired during crisis. And the crisis has left some leftovers, remnants, which are going to become now a permanent part of our lives. And In fact, the pandemic has gone, but there are features that are going to keep on evolving, and how we are going to be able to survive with them and by adopting them and by implementing them is what is required now. Um, I would also like to share my opinion about Kloud, but perhaps later. So today I'm just going to say a few words of gratitude for you and for your team for being able to be with us and conducting these sessions. So thank you very much, Carla, and hope to be in touch with you time and again.
Thank you very much for the wonderful words. I think you are so right about your remarks. It's been so amazing to see the change, and I look forward to what the future holds. And I think your event has done a very good job at outlining what the future could look and how do we prepare for that. So some of the sessions that I really enjoyed was on adaptive smart apps, how to get personal when we educate and when we teach. How do we personalize the experience for each student, which technology enables us to take that to another stage, which was not possible before. Again, the lab exchange, who focuses on personalization, but also what I really like, it's the STEM. So starting science, technology, and math education at an early age, as soon as 4 or 5 years old. This is what we'll see more and more happen, where we educate our young generation how to use and how to build and how to create using new technologies. And that's something that's really inspiring for me to even as I am on the younger generation. I was not so upfront with technologies when I was young, and now seeing kids as young as 5 exploring how to build apps and how to build computer programs, it's really, really interesting. And it really unlocks a lot of opportunities for them as well in the workplace. And then this one was really interesting to me as well, because I am curious how we will continue to develop virtual worlds and virtual environments to better support education and to better support the journey of our students. So right now we do notice something like Zoom fatigue, right? Where we have to sit for long hours in meetings and it's just always the same format. So it really limits the creativity. And also like the experience that you get from actually meeting in person. So although we will see a lot more meetings in person, how can we also, while we are at home, create experiences that are online, such as 3D rendering, maybe games, to create a more fun experience overall. And yeah, I think those were like my highlights. And then I would also like to bring on our panel of experts. So I have a few questions for them, but I will let them introduce themselves. So here they are. We will have Omar Fazal. Sorry if I don't pronounce the names correctly. I'm trying. So from Regional Development Manager, Higher Education and K-12 at Pearson, we have Mohammad Youssef Tafhim, Full Stack Developer and IT Department at International Open University. And we have Syed Hassan Nakvi, Full Stack Developer and IT Department at Technolight University. Are you here with us today? And if yes,
Yes.
you can open your microphones and you can join us here on the stage. I heard one yes.
Yes. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, can you please introduce yourself?
Yes. My name is Mohammad Yusuf Tafim. I'm a full stack developer at International Open University. I have been there for the last 7-8 years, and we are in a virtual university. So we have been online for the last 10 years. So basically, all our education is online. So it did not affect us that much when due to COVID. But we are the, I think, very few people who started and believed in this method of learning for and teaching. So that's about it. We are actually online university, but our base is in Gambia, which is an African country in the west of Africa.
Great. That's really interesting. So you've been providing online education for 10 years. Did you see an increase in your number of students during the last years? Maybe did you get more interest for your services? Did you see pick up faster than before, or anything that you noticed that would have changed in the last years? In the last year, actually.
Yes, definitely. Our student count increased by, I think, double or triple within the last 2 years due to COVID, because there was no other option, and people were forced into it. But at the same time, they were very, you would say, in the region which we are. Actually, we are like, if it is open for all over the world, but still, those areas, especially the, you would say, third world countries, so they were not very open and had very negative, you would say, connotation or negative impression about online studying. So they got their first impression of how online teaching and studying takes place. So that barrier has, I think, has fallen, or you say, that barrier is decreased. So they are more accustomed and more open to learning online.
That's amazing to hear. So we raised awareness, and I guess people get to experiment with it and see that it's, after all, not so bad, and it can actually benefit them, right?
Yeah.
How about, do we have Amr and Syed here with us today as well?
Yes, I am here right now, listening to you, enjoying your wonderful ending remarks.
Great, thank you for joining us. So please introduce yourself.
Sayed Murtaza here, working as manager operations in UMT Connected department. I think this is the first time that we're interacting, although you were talking to my team members, and I was actually hosting today's summit as well.
Oh, great. Yeah, so you were in talks a lot with our team previously,
Yeah,
Tieren and Amy.
yeah. So it was a wonderful event. We actually had, a chance, an opportunity to talk to many guests today. Even the patron chief of this APOES, our worthy director, he started today's event. And then
Mhm.
we had a chief guest from a ComSat university as well. And then multiple international speakers. They've shared their insights, their valuable information, knowledge with all of us. We had multiple live streams going on different social media pages, multiple pages on the Facebook and on our website as well. Overall, yes, there was some challenging challenges as well, but I believe we learn from our mistakes, and that's the best part. So we
Yeah,
look forward for the next 2 days as well, and I hope that we'll continue receiving the support from your team as well.
of course. Yes, definitely. There's always challenges when we're starting something new, and I will address some of the those challenges that we ran into today and how we can improve tomorrow. And
Sure.
definitely looking forward to the next days of the summit.
Perfect. Perfect. All right. Then, would you like to say something, and then we can conclude the session?
Yes, do you have Mr. Omer as well, or he will be joining us tomorrow?
Mr. Who? Sorry,
Omer Fazail?
Omar Hassan.
Yeah,
Uh,
from
let's quick.
Pearson Education.
Let me quickly check. All right, my team members have just confirmed that he must be in the members. So let's just say, let's check quickly if he's there or not.
Okay, let me
So we
see.
have you, we have Muhammad Yusuf, and we have one student. So he must be there. No, he's not there. Okay. So we have Fahim, Anas, Chaudhry Faisal. No, he's not there yet.
Okay,
Okay,
so
so
if he does join, he can just open his microphone and we'll let him address the crowd as well
sure.
when he joins. Great. So, um, so the APOS 3.0, the event continues tomorrow, and tomorrow we'll have the chief guest, Air Vice Marshal Prof. and Dr. Asif Raza, and he's director of the University of Management and Technology. So please tune in to listen to his session. And of course, a full day of events, just like today. This will be Saturday. So, yes, please join in starting at 11 a.m. And then the team also wanted to let you know that you can join the Slack channel to for any questions that you have or any support that you need during the event. And I will drop this link as well. They will drop it to you. You should find it in your emails as well. So please join us tomorrow for a full day of interesting conversations. And then to conclude, just want to talk briefly about Kloud, which is the platform that the event is hosted today. So Kloud is a new generation technology for meetings, events, and interactive documents, interactive courses, and more. It is a full platform that can provide digital facilitate the digital transformation in every school for every teacher. And it's easy to use, organize, and complete. And really what makes Kloud unique, and this is what we need to use tomorrow during the presentation as well, is the LiveDoc. So this is what I'm presenting right now. Instead of screen sharing my presentation, I have uploaded the presentation here. And this allows me to use our tools to highlight important points in my presentation. I can draw things or attract attention to something here. I can even add text as I am speaking. So this is make it a lot more interactive and easier for our attendees to follow the conversation and be captivated by what's being presented. And then if you have videos, there is a button to add a video link from YouTube. So to make an easy stream, if you have video content to deliver that is on YouTube, you can just insert it as such. So I will just demo it quickly. So those are the ways you can use LiveDoc to really improve your presentation and captivate your audience when you are on stage. And by using LiveDoc, you're not using screen sharing, so you won't have choppy audio or such. Even when you're streaming to low bandwidth zones or computers with low networks, they will still be able to view your presentation. And then for Cloud for Schools, we are introducing Cloud Pen to market very soon. So please reach out if you want to be a beta tester. It will be basically a pen that will allow you to take notes in a notebook, and the notes will appear in the meeting. So as a teacher, you can see if your students are really listening, if they're taking relevant notes for your course. And then at the end of the course, you can actually add them to your meeting and select the students that you want to showcase. So this is something our team is working on. It's actually in the final stage of production and should be released to market in a few months. And then for events, this is the event you're noticing today with a full agenda, multi-track conference, and multi-day. So I will also invite you to join our CEO, Dr. Tieren Zhou, who will be speaking more about Cloud for immersive learning experiences on Sunday. So this is his time where he will be speaking. So yes, if you feel like listening more about Cloud and about how we can help educational organizations succeed, you can join in his presentation. He will be happy to have you. Thank you so much.
I believe,
Yes.
it was wonderful listening to you, and those are really some exciting features. Yes, we can use it and we can improve it and we can implement all those features, to increase positive learning environment in our university. We're very glad to be a partner, and not just this event, but we'll be working on lots of events, in the future as well. And apart from these things, I have many fans of your work in my team as well. So we would like to invite you someday to come in Pakistan and do visit us as well in our university. We'll be more than happy to host you. On these remarks, I'd like to conclude today's session by thanking all the participants, all the speakers, keynote speakers, and the chief guest who have attended our session. the participants who were taking our live feed, and they were asking us lots of questions through Facebook and YouTube. I'd like to thank them as well. Please tune in to our tomorrow's slots as well. We're starting at 11 a.m. Pakistan time. We'll again have another exciting day with lots of exciting things to talk, and we'll listen to you. We'll try to take your feedback, and we'll give you lots of things that you can use in your daily life as well. On that note, again, thanking you and all the Cloud team and all the participants once again. And I'd like to thank the wonderful team of Dells from ILA, UMT, and UMT Connected, and especially our Hybrid Institute, and all the sponsors and organizers who have participated and made this event possible. So thanks once again, and I'd like to sign off. And I hope I'll see all of you tomorrow.